today's video, we are going to be doing an unboxing and overview of what's inside this box. So let's get started. Alright, what we got here is the Sig P320. This is the Max edition. Alright, so everyone pretty much knows what the P320 is at this point. It's one of the most popular handguns out. But this is actually the Max Michel edition. Got his logo on the side of it. So if you're a USPSA shooter or an IPSC shooter, everyone in that organization knows who Max Michel is. He is probably one of the best shooters in the world and has countless championships won in carry optics division of the USPSA. The guy is one bad dude. And this is his signature pistol from Sig. Alright, we'll go over what all's inside this box. We got the Allen wrenches for the red dot. We got 1, 2, 3, and then 4 mags. We'll talk about these mags in a minute. I'm going to set these back here. Obviously, we got the handgun. Get a challenge coin. And Sig, focus in on that. Custom Works challenge coin. That's pretty cool. Get all the paperwork, booklets, and we got a Sig decal. Alright, and then the last stuff that's in the box, cable lock, pretty much get with every gun nowadays. And another recoil spring. We'll go back and touch on this recoil spring also. This gun is clear. We're going to remove this mag. Let's talk about the magazines. It comes with 4. These are 21 round magazines. Really like these base pads on here. They're stippled on both sides. Got a lot hanging out of there if you had to grab it, pull a malfunction, but they do drop nice and free out of there. So like I said, you get 4 21 round mags in the box. Alright, let's get back to this recoil spring. This gun comes with a 14-pound recoil spring and a 12-pound. That's kind of cool. A lot of guns do not come with extra recoil springs. So that's a nice option there also. Alright, let's talk about this dot. It does come with a rubber cover. Got Max Michel's logo on the dot. And look at the size of that window. Now, I don't have an SRO here to compare it to, but that thing is pretty darn close to the size of the SRO. That's a really nice looking dot. Got the battery panel here on the side, so you do not have to remove the dot to replace the battery, which is another nice option. Got your buttons on the side for up and down for the intensity. Alright, I want to show you how clean this dot is. That thing is nice. You can see, really nice dot. Alright, I got this dot turned all the way up. I've never seen a dot this bright. I mean, it's crazy. Trijicon, Swamp Fox, Holliston, I've never seen anything put out that much intensity on a dot. It is unreal. Next thing I want to do is I want to kind of get this on camera. I'm going to get both these guns on camera. I want to kind of show you the how big that dot actually is. This is the Swamp Fox Justice on my Canik TP9 SFX. And this is the biggest dot that Swamp Fox makes for a handgun. So width-wise, they're about the same. But when you look at the overall height of that dot, it's nice. And I can tell you, looking through the glass, the Sig Max, this Romeo Max, definitely has it beat. So I just wanted to get out another handgun that I had that had a bigger dot on it, just to kind of show you a size comparison. Alright, and the last thing we'll talk about, this is a 6 MOA dot, and it runs on a CR2032 battery. And they also have another one bigger than this. It's called the Romeo Max XL. I'd like to get my hands on one of those and test it out. Alright, now let's start getting into the features of the gun itself. This gun feels really good in the hand. I like the stippling on this. You got it on this, both sides. Got the front and the rear. Really like the back side of this. It does. It just feels good in the hand. This gun has a 5-inch barrel, ambi mag release. Now, when we take this to the range to test it, I'm going to leave it set up for right hand because this is not my gun. I know I'm left-handed, but we're not going to mess with the mag release. I really, really like the ambi slide release. Real easy to get to with my thumb. Alright, let's talk about the serrations on this slide. So we've got serrations on the top, both sides on the front. Got serrations back here under the dot. They feel good. Probably could be a little deeper into the slide. But pretty easy to grab. Wouldn't be any problem at all with gloves on. But they are, I mean, there's a good grab there, but they are a little slippery. So we would have liked to see them go a little deeper with that. Not say as much as the Walther PDP, but these could definitely be cut in a little deeper on the slide. But all in all, nothing wrong with them. Feels good. Now the slide on this is also stainless steel with the nitron finish. It's got a really, really nice finish on it. Now let's talk about this frame. One big reason everyone really likes this Max edition of the 320 is this gun weighs in at 43.5 ounces. It's a heavy handgun. The grip module on this is infused with tungsten to add the extra weight. And I've shot a lot of 320s, but this thing just feels awesome in your hand. Alright, now let's get into this trigger. Got a skeletonized flat face trigger. We'll get a trigger pull gauge on this here in a second. That is all the take up. Just that little bit right there. There's the brake. Nice brake. Little bit long on the reset. Not bad. But it's got a super clean brake. There's our take up. Brake. Get this a little closer. Show you the reset. Right there's the reset. Brake. Don't really like the reset on it. But there's plenty of aftermarket triggers and parts for the triggers online for these. Alright, and the last thing we'll talk about on the frame is, does come with a Magwell. It is removable. Nice Magwell. Really easy to funnel that mag right in there. Look at the size of that mag versus that Magwell it's going into. Feeds up in there nice. Really smooth. Talk about the front here. Got a really nice long rail here to mount a light or light laser combo too. And now that lights are legal in the carry optics division of the USPSA, so there's going to be a lot of people wanting to mount a light to this. So you can put a pretty good sized light on the front of this. Alright, now let's get the slide off of this. So rack it back, throw your slide lock on, take this, turns down, off, that's it. Alright, I'll show you inside the frame. Pretty much just like every other Sig 320. The whole module here that's removable. Alright, and the last thing on this, I'll give you warning now. The guide rod and spring on the Sig is not a captured spring. And there's your barrel. Alright, I went ahead and put the guide rod and spring back in off camera. That was just a pain in the ass. But it is what it is. Alright, last thing we're going to do, get a trigger pull weight on this. Alright, we're right at 4 pounds on that pull. Do it again. Right at 4 pounds. Alright, so there you have it. That's the unboxing and overview video of the Sig P320 Max. I think this is going to be a lot of fun when we get it out to the range. So we're going to do a 2-part video on this. Our next video, we'll take this to the range and we'll start running it. Really nice. Really the only 2 complaints I had with it is I think the trigger pull's a little heavy for what this is, being a competition pistol. And the reset's a little bit to be desired, but it does have a clean break. And the other thing I hate is that whole non-captured recoil guide rod and spring. That was a little bit of a pain putting that back together, but other than that, I like everything else about it. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.